Just what allowed you to go from your worst game to probably two of your better games last week?
I think just the confidence that Coach Paint and my teammates put in me and just my game. They know I've worked hard to get here and to where I'm at, and then also they know what I'm capable of. So just hearing that from them and their confidence in me just makes me kind of feel more like loose and just being able to take those shots.
Where does that come from, though, with you? What about your background allows you to do what you did last week?
Yeah, honestly, I think it's kind of normal. Obviously, I haven't been doing it as much this year. I think I'm just trying to come in, trying to figure out my role. Paint's been on me about it, like I need to shoot more and all this, but I feel like I just passed it first, just trying to get, like, not necessarily that respect, but when you're a freshman coming in, you don't just go in and jack it up every time. So I think that was just kind of my mindset. I kind of took it over the top and kind of passed more than I should have. But I guess now just being with the guys are telling me the same thing that Paint's telling me. So just hearing that from everybody kind of was helpful.
And now that you're midway through the season, you can come in and jack it up now, right?
That's just to jack it up, but if the shot's there, yes, take it.
How much, the fact that you didn't participate in summer physically, how much did that prevent you maybe from getting into the season the way that you wanted to get into it? And was there a bigger learning curve once the practices started and all that?
Yeah, I think the learning curve, there was a little bit that I needed to kind of focus on and work for. Not a lot, but just kind of trying to get in the flow. Fletch has gotten the flow, just being able to be there in the summer. So it's kind of nice seeing him kind of get ready for it, get used to it. So that's definitely sucks. But I adjusted quickly, so that was nice, and I was very lucky to have that happen.
Did you feel like you'd be behind physically at all? As far as, you were learning the offense, you were learning things, but being able to implement that on the court, did you feel like you would be behind at all when this season started?
Personally, no. I feel like I've worked hard enough, not only on my body, but kind of just mental side of things. Obviously, I have a long way to go. I'd like to be a little bit better at those things. But I've done a really good job, I think, personally, on those things. So.
Last time out against Nebraska, you hit those two clutch free throws at the end. It was obviously super close. What do you think you kind of learned about yourself and this team in the Big Ten games since that game?
I think we all just come together when we really need it, when times are tough, shots aren't falling, we're not playing the best that we could be. I think just coming together and kind of just settling down and putting that trust in each other was huge, especially that game. Coach Painter in that timeout right before was just saying, whatever happens, we're built for that, basically. So, just hearing that from everybody, like I said with him, just the confidence, that gets instilled in all of us.
And then we saw a lot in the Penn State game, just you lobbing it to Ross-Ade and that kind of connection. Nebraska was one of the teams that was really able to hold him when they doubled him, I think, to 7 shots. So, when that option isn't there, how have you guys kind of been working on spacing the floor?
Yeah, I think just kicking it out to those three-point shooters. We all can shoot. Obviously we haven't really shown it this year so far, but it's getting better these past couple games. We'll figure it out. Z's going to figure it out. It's going to be hard to stop that. And if they stop that, then we'll throw it out, and people will knock down shots.
And then you've been able to experience a few different Big Ten arenas, crowds. How do they compare to Mackey so far?
Oh, I love it. Mackey's obviously different, but those away crowds have been awesome. I love away games. I've always loved away games. I don't know why. I've just really enjoyed it, but the crowd and environment was awesome.
Any specific away game you're looking forward to most this year?
Obviously, IU. You understand that, just the rivalry and all that, but yeah, it's going to be exciting.
And the last one for me is obviously Keisei Tominaga, I think that's how you pronounce it, is kind of went off last Nebraska game. And knowing that he can heat up from 3 and get looks even when there's a hand in his face, any plans specifically just looking at him, knowing you guys kind of want to limit his shot selection this game?
We just know what he's capable of. He can put it down on the dribble, he can shoot it. So, just trying to limit his shots, don't close out short, just stuff like that. We'll do a better job, hopefully. I say that, but hopefully just try to figure it out and limit his shots, really.
Thank you.
You played against Fletcher. You played with Fletch now for a while. I think back to his first game, he starts out struggling shooting. had some games like that where he struggled, and he just seems to have he forgets about it quickly. What makes him so good in those moments where it's really okay? We need a shot to go down here. I'm good in that moment.
I think just himself. I mean, he's got that edge to him. That's just how he thinks as a basketball player, which is it's good to have that. Just kind of let that last shot go. It's in the past. Just move on to the next thing. That's what Coach Paint tells us all the time too. I mean, just a next play mentality, just kind of that type of mindset. But I mean, he's really good at it. Obviously, we all want him taking those shots. I mean, those shots that he can make, he's been shooting them for forever. So it's not anything different. So really, just his confidence that not only Coach puts into him, him and himself, and then us teammates with him.
How is he so good getting? He doesn't have your quick first step, for example, but he seems to know how to get to the basket, and he's not just a three-point shooter. He can score in a variety of ways.
100%. I mean, he's obviously not as quick, but I mean, he's tall, so he can get shots over people. He's actually a little bit faster than what people think. So I mean, he's a little quick, but I mean, he's like I said, he's been doing it for forever. So just been him being able to go score at any level has been super helpful.
Do you think